Oh man, it's so good every time.
Every time.
Every time.
I just love the closing image of a forearm mutt.
Oh no,
it's so good. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw. We actually have a comment on last week's show about that, about the intro, and I'm pretty sure that's all they watched. Honestly,
that's okay.
Well, I wasn't there last week, so of course the only piece of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it up while we're introducing. Hey, so here we are. This is Breaking Rad. We are the Goon Squad. It's not confusing. It's two things that are one thing.
I don't think anybody thinks about it.
Yeah, this is the Goon Squad. That's us three, and then plus Mutt, and then it's Breaking Rad. That's the show. Yep. Boom. There we go.
That's it.
And yeah,
Mutt is not with us tonight. I don't know where he is. He could be anywhere right now. So we're gonna let him off the hook tonight, though.
Yeah, he gets a pass tonight. Oh, I don't want to kick it from the studio. I was trying to take that thing off, but I don't want to kick it. I just want to. I don't want to ban it either.
Sorry.
Whatever. That's okay.
Okay. I had a little ice cube in my mouth, and I had to chew that bad boy.
So we have a comment from last week. For anyone who's unfortunately not watching now, which is everybody on the planet, you're missing out because
literally everybody on the planet.
Yeah, we have a comment, and it's positive. We have 2 likes and a comment. The comment says,
"Okay,
that Mortal Kombat intro is a genius." Mark, don't get a big head.
Too late.
This person might have a very low IQ. This person, Kokushuko Papashango, might have a very, very low IQ. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
We got a fan, and you just insulted his intelligence.
I know, right? I was trying to insult yours. My aim was to insult yours, and I went through.
You failed, and
I'm so sorry.
He won't tune in next time.
No, he won't.
When we get a downvote,
we love you.
The other person that watches is going to downvote it now.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate your comment because that is true. That is I don't want Mark to get any bigger of a head than he already has. However, I will concede that intro is incredible. It's so good.
I'd like you both to say, Mark, you did a good job. Thank you for being a part of our group.
Mark, you did a good job. Thank you for being a part of our group.
Thank you for
Dan kind of did the thing you do in church where you kind of pretend you're singing the words, but that's fine.
I moved my lips while Cal was talking.
And also, Kokushuko also said that elbow drop killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Mark, that's your gifting. Your giftings are many, but one is creating videos like that. It's really awesome.
Oh, many. I thought you said mini.
Mini. Oh, no, mini, like M-A-N-Y.
M-I-N-I. Mini.
Your giftings are quite mini.
I will say too, like you got that. You hit the right vein, all like the colors and the the pixelated images and stuff. It's so good.
I feel like it represents the stream perfectly.
Yeah,
it does.
Low quality.
We're always beating on each other.
Yeah, exactly. So I have this. So I see there's. I pulled up my Roll20. I know you're going to explain this, Cal, but I did pull up my Roll20. Did anybody notice my amazing avatar? That was on Roll20?
Can I find you on it? I don't even. I just literally got my account.
If you go to the game that Cal has invited us to. And Mutt has a funny one too, actually. I have the best avatar possible.
Yes, it's pretty awesome.
It's a redneck. It's like
I was going to ask if you had that commissioned because it's spitting image.
Imagine an ATV, like a 4-wheeler ATV, and except there's no driver. There is there's a man coming out from the waist up, shirtless, and he's holding 2 machine guns and wearing a bike helmet and screaming into the air. It's incredible.
I mean, I've never seen your lower half. I mean, for all I know, this could be the macho.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'll have to wait and see one day. But I do like that. I look like that on the top half for sure. I
mean, yeah.
That is a wig in this picture you're looking at. So I have to say I
see, I was waiting for you to take that cap off, and it was just.
If there was hair under here and I took it off, the hair would come with it. So.
Well, I mean, you don't want too many people to know who you are.
That's right.
As if the ATV bottom half wasn't the dead giveaway.
It's pretty. I just found it looking up. Is it a centaur? I am.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Centaur. Yeah. So a centaur horse, Zorse. Anyway, I was looking up centaurs on Google Images, and that came up, and I was like, saving that one.
I love the idea that every time you're on stream, we just hear this loud engine noise.
Anyway, sorry to hijack, Cal.
No, this is all of our show.
No one's watching. It's fine.
No one's watching.
It's fine. One day, 20 to 30 years from now, somebody might be watching this.
See, we gotta stop saying nobody's watching, because on the replays we can make up whatever story we want.
Right. So many viewers, you gotta stop commenting.
We should pretend like we're reading tons of comments all the time. Like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get through these super chats.
Hey, I love you too, guys. I love you too. 69, you're awesome.
Okay, so I've been looking at our analytics for this channel. And, it's promising. I'm not going to lie. We've got 10 views. A couple of those from tonight, which is probably me looking at our channel. I was testing stuff earlier. But, almost 3 hours. People have watched almost 3 hours of this show since last week.
I haven't even watched 3 hours of this show. I don't watch the replays.
Granted, the show is 2 hours long and 10 people have watched, so 3 hours isn't great. But
we lost it somewhere, and that's okay.
It's not. I wonder where you lost us. Me talking. I blabber. I'm gonna try and edit myself on the fly.
Okay. I'll tell you what happened. We just stopped doing it halfway through the year last year.
Yeah,
that was a problem.
We had a consistent 5 people that would join.
We did. We had consistency for sure. So things happened, though. It's okay. We're gonna get back to it. We're back. We're back on track. We're streaming weekly. If some of the Goon Squad is not here, it's okay. But we're gonna get together regardless and have a good time. So yeah.
Amen. So hey, I'm thinking we should do an intro of who we are every week. Maybe we can do it like right after the video going forward.
Yeah, let's do it.
But for now, we're like dads, right? We're dads. We're Christians, and we love geek culture. We love comic books. We love movies, some TV shows, and now we're getting into tabletop role-playing gaming. So we're going to try and cover all the bases on this channel. And I feel like a news guy because I'm looking. I have two monitors now, so I'm looking at the monitor that's not the camera, and then I'm like, I look like I'm looking at something. I'm doing something else, so I look over here at the camera. Anyway,
I'm very curious what all the nerds are getting into lately.
Nerd
stuff.
D&D. I don't know if you guys have checked out. Like, I don't know if like this is like piqued your interest and you're like looking at YouTube. D&D has like a major like great awakening or like I don't know, like people are waking up to role-playing games through Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I think D&D has moved from cult status, like this thing that nerds used to play in the 80s, and it's moved almost more into mainstream because Nerdist and other nerd or geekdom like news outlets will do these D&D kind of live D&D playings and stuff. And I think it's worked. Like I think it's like made this resurgence. It's kind of cool. I've never played it ever. Like I've been interested, but never gotten into it. So
we're good Christian men.
With that, yeah, we are. This is like a little taboo, but we're gonna try.
Cal bringing us to the dark side per usual.
Yeah, we're new age. We're new age.
Hey, and you know what? Okay, since we're on that subject, for Christians who are tuning in, going, "Hey, these are Christian guys. Why are they talking about RPGs?" There was a thing called the Satanic Panic in the '80s, and there's chick tracks. They're hilarious.
In case my dad is watching.
Yeah. No, they're hilarious. There's a movie. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember the name of it. There's a movie about Dungeons and Dragons, and it's not satire, but you would think it is when you're watching it. It's based on the chick tract about Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow.
And there's like this weird rave type culture in the movie, and like people are like role playing games. I mean, they're literally chanting role-playing games. Or there's a guy named JonTron on YouTube. If you haven't seen him, you guys got to look him up. He actually, do you know who JonTron is?
Who he is? Yeah,
dude, he's got a video on that movie, and it is hilarious. You guys got to look up JonTron D&D, and you're gonna be floored. Anyway, the role-playing games are not satanic. They're not like harmful to your mental health.
Exactly what a Satanist would say.
Exactly. So you don't know. I mean, hopefully, if you're watching and you're a Satanist, you'll keep tuning in because you might wonder if I am one, like secretly. Christians who are watching, I'm not. But anyway, role-playing games are not satanic. Gary Gygax, one of the creators of D&D, is a Christian. They based it on Tolkien, the writings of Tolkien, who was a Christian or Catholic. Who was a good friend of C.S. Lewis, who is one of our favorite writers in Christendom. Mm-hmm. So anyway, and C.S. Lewis even, look at the Chronicles of Narnia. There's lots of magic, magic in fiction is not evil. Magic in real life might be. Anyway, so please don't be turned off and just, keep watching. So here we are. We're the Goon Squad. Do you guys have any personal updates before we get into the stuff for tonight?
I have zero. I have zero personal updates.
Come on, you're not doing anything?
Commission work, and I'm about to be done this week.
Oh, that means
finally paying off my Nightcrawler trading card addiction.
You can get back to buying Nightcrawler trading cards.
Well, that's the thing is I oh no, I got the floor. I made some pricey purchases, and so
you got to pay for it now.
I told everybody I had a creative block on my comic and opened up commissions. And,
nice.
It wasn't a lie entirely. I had a creative block because I was busy buying Nightcrawler cards.
Yeah.
And so I'm about to pay them off, but every time I pay it off, I go and I buy a new one.
It's open.
So like, we'll do 6 No, I'm closed.
Closed.
I stayed off eBay this week. I stayed off the card forums.
There's going to be more. I saw that sell from the 90s X-Men.
That I didn't buy that one. That was a gift.
That's epic, man. I love that it's like confused Nightcrawler.
It's the best thing. Yeah.
It's so funny that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
No, I stayed off eBay. Done.
I have nothing going on. Of anything in nerddom, nothing. Right. So professionally, I have a whole lot of things going on, but that is not exciting to anybody watching this show. So we're just not even going to talk about that.
All right.
At all. It's not exciting. So that's good. I'm just staying busy. Kids, family, things, vehicles that are dying and I have to fix, and all the regular dad stuff that all you dads out there watching know about. That's what I'm dealing with right now. So anyway.
And that's good.
That's good.
We're trying to reach, and if you're watching this and you're like right here and you're about to tune out, we're trying to reach anyone who is like us. We're Christian dudes. We've got kids. We got wives, and we're into geek culture, and so like that kind of stuff. Dan, I don't know. As you're rattling it off, you're thinking this is boring, but it might not be. Somebody might be listening and going, "That's the kind of stuff I'm doing."
Yeah.
Like for instance, I started I'm an interim worship director at my church right now. My worship pastor's on sabbatical. For those who don't know, it's not rehab. No joke. My worship pastor is the son of our pastor, our senior pastor. And the senior pastor was telling us in, I don't know if it was in staff meeting today or church Sunday, that he went on a sabbatical and someone didn't know what a sabbatical was. And he got back and they were like, oh, how was rehab?
What were you using?
Right. And that's what was in their mind. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't know the pastor was an addict. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he couldn't have been drinking. We would have smelled it. He was probably cocaine or something,
Yeah.
He had to so well.
You would have smelled it.
Yeah. So sabbatical comes from Sabbath, and Sabbath is a word that means rest. And so sabbatical for people in ministry, it's just kind of like a time for you to take a vacation, but specifically for the purpose of refreshing yourself. It's
a biblical excuse to be lazy.
Exactly. I'm
glad that's written in there. Like it's like you're ace in the hole if you're just go on sabbatical. That'd be good.
That's my Sabbath.
That's what a Satanist would say.
It's all like, pay attention to like Sabbath.
No, but I'm going to say, as someone who's been in vocational ministry for 20 years, people might look at it and go, dude, what's the big deal? You go Thursday nights, you rehearse Sunday mornings, you lead some music, you're like a bad cover band, and you're good. Like, what's the big deal? You need a sabbatical for that? Ministry is so much more than that. It's so draining. It really is. And you do need some time to just kind of like chill out. So my worship pastor, he's an awesome guy. He's gone for 8 weeks, and I've been hired to fill in for that role for 8 weeks. And
sweet.
And so yeah, I've been really trying to like throw myself into that, which is kind of taking me away from some other stuff. But so if you're watching and you're like a Christian dad, and kind of stick around, maybe there's something for you here.
I was gonna say too, last is that all of us on this, including Mutt, who's not joined us right now, we're all creators. So we're writers or we're artists in some form or fashion, and that's something that has brought us all together. So you'll probably see from time to time us talking about the things that we are creating, or the things that maybe we enjoy that somebody else has created. We might even have a guest from time to time. Like, all bets are off on the show. If you have ideas, send them to us. We love to hear ideas of stuff that other people want to see. So let's do that too. But yeah, let's get into this. I want to hear about Mark's character, and I want to figure out what you've done to make my character the best.
All right. So quick lead in. I was kind of trying to get into this earlier, and then I sidetracked myself. So we're not playing D&D. We're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We just wasted everybody's time.
Which we did. No. All this is good, Mark. All of it's good. No, we're playing it's hard to say this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
TMNT.
Henceforth known as TMNT. Yeah. But it's the same kind of thing as D&D. I wanted to touch on that resurgence of D&D earlier, because it really, I don't know if it's Stranger Things. Do you guys watch that?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I think Stranger Things might have like brought D&D into the mainstream. I think it did, because it can't be coincidence that it can't be coincidence that like Stranger Things happens, and then all of a sudden like normies are playing D&D, and nerds are going, why are you playing my game? It can't be coincidence. And now, and then Wizards of the Coast are now trying to, specifically market to like cool hipster type people.
Sorry, losers.
So we're not playing that dumb game. I have all the books. We can play that in the future. But no, I have. They actually have an adventure called Curse of Strahd, which is based on an old AD&D adventure called Ravenloft. It's like it's like a gothic horror adventure. It's really, really cool. Anyway, so I've got that. I even own it on Roll20, so we can play that in the future. But right now we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so we're playing in a setting that it's in the 90s. 90s vibe. We're in Seattle in the 90s, which is a crazy place to be. You know, you're looking at like the birthplace of Nirvana, the birth time of Nirvana. Grunge is like emerging on the scene. And these guys are mutant animals in that era. Vigilantes in the city of Seattle. They're mercenaries, you know, they're heroes for hire, basically. So that's where we're starting tonight. We're going to try and round out the characters of Macho, of Mutt, and of Six. And then, you know, if anyone shows up in chat, we want you to make an NPC for me to play with these guys as we go through our crazy TMNT adventures.
I'm gonna put a tweet out real quick about that and see if anybody bites. The other thing I was going to ask is, since Mutt's not here, okay, just hear me out. Mark and I get to make all the decisions about that.
That sounds good to me. That's perfect.
Yes.
All right. I'm hold on, give me 1 second. I have
Mutt to be a bad guy. Can he be a bad guy?
No, he's on our side. We need him on our side. He's our II wizard.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, have you told him anything about
Nobody
this?
tells me anything, and I haven't read the
no, I'll recap. I'm going to recap everything.
Yeah, while I am putting this tweet out.
Okay. So Six and I were talking earlier about this, but I'll recap a little bit. So Dan, Macho Dan, is a mutant Zorse, which is half zebra, half horse.
Maybe I was riding a horse.
Isn't that all a zebra is? Isn't it just a horse with stripes?
Kinda. I think. I don't know.
It feels like that's right. It feels right to me. But yeah, so he is basically a centaur, but instead of a horse body, he's got a zebra body.
A centaur.
So here's the thing, because Mark, aka 6 AM Comics, it wants to be Nightcrawler from X-Men, and so he's got superpowers. I actually gave superpowers to Macho Dan and Muttman as well.
Yes.
So Macho is a mutant Zorse. His profession is he's a bouncer / security at a bar, a dive bar / amateur fighting venue called the KO. It's called the KO Corral.
KO Corral.
Oh my gosh, Cal!
And the owner of the KO Corral is one Vance Kiver. His name is Vance Kiver.
Oh, I thought you said his name was one Vance Kiver.
Save it. No. One. He's Mr. Vance Kiver. Vance Kiver. Say it fast. Vance Kiver. Yes, I am shamelessly appealing to Comicsgate people with every non-player character in this game is going to be a personality from Comicsgate.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Mr. Vance Kiver. He's a mutant frog. He owns the KO Corral.
Nice. And
Macho Dan's character, his name is Ajax. He is the lead security / bouncer for the KO Corral. His superpowers, because when he was mutated from a baby nothing, like a little, when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are tiny turtles and they mutated into people.
Yep.
People turtles. You were a tiny little horse, and you mutated into a Zorse centaur.
Yeah.
You have superhuman strength.
Yes.
You can carry. Let's see. 200 times the number 55, whatever that is. So 55 times 100 is 550, right? No. 5,500. You can lift 5,550 pounds. You can carry it.
I'm not
sure. You can lift a third more than that so anyway, you're you're super strong, dude. You can also run extremely fast. You can run Macho Dan's character can run. Where is it? 220 miles per hour.
Yes.
220
Man, I'm faster
miles
the
per
dance
hour.
itself.
There's other stuff that may come in later, but that's kind of the main stuff about you.
Him galloping a field, his beautiful lock of hair blowing in the daisies.
Yeah, don't you know it?
Yeah,
Perfect
and I gotta say, you're not the smartest guy in the group, and that's okay because you're really, really strong. Really strong, dude. Very.
Ajax move, heavy rock. Rock for everyone. Run real fast.
Run.
Okay, moving on. Mutt's character, we don't have a name for him yet. I was hoping he'd be here tonight to pick a name, but maybe we could pick a name for him.
Oh, you know what else can pick names? The internet with a useless name generator.
You want to head that up?
I like names to be meaningful, but he just kind of picked Ajax. He just picked Ajax for you, so I think you can use a needless name generator for him.
Wait, he picked Ajax?
So he picked it because Ajax is a demigod, and there's something else. There's a reason he picked that name, right?
Yeah, there is. I forgot what it is, but yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. All right.
All right.
Okay, so moving on to Mutt's character.
I would have gone with Axel.
I like Axel. So Mutt's character, he is hold on. How old did he say? He wants to be 72 years old. This is
supposed to be fiction.
That's why
he shows his actual age. Real weird.
It's very oddly specific.
He actually chose that age. So what he's a mutant eye. I'm gonna show a picture of an eye.
Oh god, they're hideous. Like they're awful.
He's not here. I can't be mean to him.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I was also going to say this is supposed to be fiction.
He is also hideous, but his character is going to be very hideous. I did find if you look up Eye Wizard on Google Images, there did come up somebody on like a DeviantArt account that has drawn one, and it does look kind of cool. But an Eye is this weird like monkey creature. They're absolutely disgusting. They have these weird skeletal fingers, and their middle finger is super long.
I'm understanding why he went with this.
It's so weird and creepy looking.
Okay, here we go. That is an eye.
Oh, it looks just like him.
Look at its weird middle
he makes
finger.
That face all the time.
Okay, you said Eye Wizard. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on.
Oh.
Eye.
So you look up
Wizard.
Eye Wizard on Google Images. Yep.
I'm on DuckDuckGo. It's gonna.
Well, it's that one right there. That's the one with the pink. Not that one. No, that one. There you go. That's pretty cool.
Dude, that's sweet.
I'm telling you, it's good.
So it's just a hideous split.
How did somebody already have art for an Eye Wizard?
I know. That's the only thing, though. If you look, there's nothing else. There's only a few. There's probably, there's not many Eye Wizard things that correlate. So that's pretty cool, actually.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So okay. So Mutt's character is an Eye Wizard. No, he's an Eye. Here's the thing. This story is kind of an origin story for what? Why is it showing every single thing that I tap? There we go. Okay. All right. I'm getting used to two monitors, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. So Mutt's character is an II. He also wanted to be like PhD level, Mark. He wanted to be super duper smart. So where you and Macho might excel in some of the physical aspects, Muttman does not. But he is very, very intelligent, and he's pretty good with a sword. He's got like this fencing, this rapey, like, you know, a sword.
Did a child make up this character?
Basically,
I want to be super smart, and I want to have a sword.
A sword and a magic hat.
I'm a wizard, and I want a sword, and I'm wicked smart.
And dude, he wanted to have, so in this game you can have like your sources for magic powers can be mutations. It can be a magic sword or weapon of some kind, or a magical item. He wants to have a magic hat and vest ensemble. That's his thing. It's a hat and vest ensemble.
A hat and like a cloak, wasn't it? Or like a
It's like he was just looking at stuff in his room.
Yeah.
Lamp. Magic lamp.
Magic lamp. It was like we found an image of something he liked, and it was like a not like a, what's the word? What's the thing? Like kind of like a poncho, I guess, maybe like a cloak. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be cloak, vest, whatever he decides on, or whatever you guys decide on. Whoever's not here, everyone else gets to pick their crap. All right, that's the rule. Even Mutt, even though he's got extenuating circumstances, you guys get to pick his stuff tonight.
Let's give him magic pants, but he doesn't wear anything else, just magic pants.
Can they be magic parachute pants?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah, magic parachute
Please.
pants. It is the 90s.
Yeah.
What if he has? What else is super? What if he has a magic beeper? It's the 90s.
Magic beeper.
A magic pager. A pager.
Ooh, I like that.
Magic pager.
Magic pager.
Yeah.
Stop that.
What can it do? What can the magic pager do?
Tells them when somebody wants to buy some magic.
All right. If you had a magic pager, contact spirits can contact him through.
But he has to go find a payphone to call the spirits back.
He has to call them back on a payphone. He can get information from the spirit world around him, but he has to call them from a payphone. they 911 him on his pager, and then he has to go call him back.
Can that be just how he summons magic all the time? Like he's like, hang on, guys. He
runs to a random payphone and dials some number, and then that's how the spirit can access this world.
Waits for the spirit to call him on his payphone.
Dude, it's crazy you guys are leaning in that direction, because that's like when I was making his character, I don't know why, but I started leaning towards like Ghostbusters material. Like he's the Egon Spangler of the group.
He is.
I'll just read you off. So in this game, you have all these different lore skills. Like in this game system, they really rely heavily on role-playing skills. So like a lot of other games, like D&D is basically just like WoW, but on a tabletop. World of Warcraft. Yeah. You just kind of like, you're like a barbarian, and you're like, okay, when's the battle? Okay, battle time. In this game system, it's more about like going, just like, what's the story? You know, like we're trying to create like an awesome narrative together. You know, and I kind of set the backstory, but then we move forward together. And so all these kind of like skills that might not be useful in D&D, in this system are so much more useful. So he's got because he's a PhD level, I had him go to college, and his major is he got a PhD in parapsychology.
Okay.
With a minor in occultism. So he's got like lore, mythology, lore, religion. He's got paranormal and psionics, cults and secret societies, demons and monsters, all this stuff like that. His brain is full of like Fox Mulder material.
Yeah.
Right. And so his magic abilities, he doesn't have them yet. Our first like night or two of playing, that's when he's going to get those.
Okay.
Oh, maybe. I don't know if you guys do the right thing. This is Mutt's origin story, right? Because you seemed more into this idea than he did from the start. You seemed more like, okay, I'll give it a try.
He is a grumpy old man, and we have to like get him in the It's fine.
Right. And so I'm thinking, we're all kind of in for the ride. Let's make this his origin story. So this 72-year-old mutant ii
so good.
Is the first night is going to be him basically, like, spoiler alert, kind of proposition you guys to help him. He's basically he's kind of like Indiana Jones mixed with Egon Spengler, right? Yeah. He likes to go around and find crap, but he's old, he's frail, he's not super tough in a fight. So he has you guys help him, right?
Yeah.
And you're super fast and strong, Dan. Mark is he can teleport around and clean the ceilings and hide in shadows. He can fight with swords,
and he can get honey out of like a beehive. Pretty he's the best at getting honey out of the beehive. It's stealing picnic baskets.
Dude, did you look up?
You guys are the worst.
Did we look at pictures? That the Asian black
supposed to be a German priest. What is this?
Like an Asiatic bear.
It's an Asiatic black bear. It's got this awesome white V shape. It's like a superhero of bears. It's got an awesome white V shape on its chest. It's just there. It's just naturally on its chest.
Can it be red? Can we make the color red?
You should. Yeah, you know what?
Well, at least looks like Nightcrawler.
Make it red. Oh, it does. It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, cool. It is very cool. Yeah. So anyway, I've got a whole slew of superpowers picked out for him.
That's cool.
But not superpowers, magic spells, because he's not super. You two both have like superpowers that come from your mutation.
Okay.
But he has nothing. Like, he can tap with his creepy skeleton finger on a wall and know how many people are on the other side, and that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's cool.
I've already written kind of like a little scenario for that, and it's actually cool because Mark wasn't here for it, but the ii, what it does is it uses its long skeleton finger and it taps on trees and it listens with those big bat ears. It listens for where the grubs are like burrowing through the tree. And then it sticks that freaking skeleton finger into the hole.
I don't like any of this.
Pulls out a grub and then shoves it in his gross little mouth.
Can we at some point have Mutt's character stick his nasty, greasy skeleton finger like in a hole in like a brick wall or something like that and pull something out and just be like,
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say in somebody's ear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Worst Wet Willie ever.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think we do a couple things to make Mutt irritated because it's fun.
Yeah.
So we'll do those. Like I was trying to think, what would he not like as a magical item? I mean, Pager's pretty far up there. I don't think he'd like that. So that's my vote, or one of my votes maybe. But we should give him something cool. He wanted a hat. We'll give him a hat. But yeah. I like the idea of him having to he has to figure out how to communicate with the other side, or maybe he has an agreement with maybe
can it be a paper sailor's hat?
No, I was yeah, right. It's just a captain's hat.
But it's made out of paper.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe he has an agreement with a specific like a ghost or a spirit or something like that, and he can get it to help him get information or whatever. But it always the only way he can communicate with it is that it can only send numerical text on a beeper thing. So you have to you know how you could type different words in a calculator and flip it upside down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so 58008 makes boobs when you try.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, he just said boobs again."
Dude, pagers were the bomb. Oh my gosh, I love pagers.
All right, give me 1 second. I am gonna put my camera off, and I gotta go. Once again, show for dads. I have to go put a little one down. Give me 5 minutes. Put a little one down. I'm not killing her.
Gotta go put one of them down.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna elbow drop right on this sucker's head. I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
All right.
I'm trying to think of names that go with I was thinking Eichel Jackson was the best I could come up with.
Okay, so dude, that's funny because we've got Mr. Vance Kyver, who's a mutant frog, who owns a dive bar / an amateur fighting venue. By the way, you are the star attraction at this fighting venue.
Ooh, very nice.
Your character, because you're a martial artist, you're kind of Spider-Man in the early days when he would like go in the ring and he'd so you can like be fighting and then just teleport behind somebody and just like knock him in the back of the head. And
that's what I would do if I were in a fight. I would I'd go bamf.
So you're employed also at the KO Corral.
Right.
And
this is how we determine who's CG and anti-CG.
Right.
If you're involved in the KO Corral.
and so an NPC that I'm going to use, unless we can get some people in chat to make a character. There's no one in chat now.
We have Dan in chat. That's about it.
I have his name is Melvin O'Flashman, and his nickname is Mellow Flash. So we've got a Yellow Flash reference already.
Mellow Flash, nice.
And he's a mutant sloth, and he can't walk because he got his legs ran over by a Vespa, and he was walking across the road too slow because he's a sloth. And a Vespa ran him over, and now he's a paraplegic. In like this zippy little motorized wheelchair, so he can actually move around pretty fast. And here's the thing: you told me you want to make your character mute so he can be taller.
Yeah, so that was the sacrifice I was willing to make.
So your character is mute, but Mellow Flash speaks sign language. He knows ASL, so you can talk to him. You can talk to Mellow Flash, but you know how he relays the message to Dan and Mutt is he goes, "So Nightcrawler has some really important information."
Do we have a name for my guy? Is he just Nightcrawler?
No, you get to come up with his name, whatever you want.
A real name. Oh man.
A real name. You can call him Nightcrawler for his like vigilante name or not. It's up to you.
Oh man, this is so much pressure. Hey.
Welcome back, Dan.
I'm back.
Put that kid down fast.
Yeah, she's pretty easy to go, and I just took the iPad out of her hands, and I was like, "You got to go to sleep." And she's like, "Okay." And she has this little sleep mask, and she's like, "Good night."
Oh, how old is she?
She's 5.
Oh, it's so sweet. My daughter's 8. Little girls, man, they just. Oh, I didn't even know I wanted a daughter, and then once I had one, I was like, "Oh my gosh, my heart is melted."
100% the same.
It will never be unmelted.
No, 100% the same. And this morning, she was really sweet. I woke her up, and she just wanted to hug me and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh, I can't leave and go to work. This is too sweet." And I was like, "Yeah." Anyway.
Oh, dude, last night, this is kind of like TMI. My wife and I had a little argument. My daughter freaked out. She was really excited. She knocked one of our lamps off of the end table. And lamps aren't super cheap, and you can't buy just one. You have to buy 2, so it's a matching set. We have when we moved into this new house, we wanted to get matching furniture, so we got coffee table, entertainment center, and matching end tables, like a smaller one and a bigger one. Mm-hmm. And then we got a new sofa and a new love seat. So everything kind of looks good together. And then my wife's parents gave us this lamp set that happened to look really good with this, with this living room set. So the 2 lamps just look really good, right? So no, you don't have to do 2 of the same, but my wife wants to. So my daughter knocked one off, and the base is completely broken. We're gonna try and glue it and see how that goes. But anyway, my wife was like really upset about it, and I understand. Like we have nice stuff now. Let's like keep it nice.
Yeah.
And my daughter was just like really sad that my wife was so upset with her. So like she came and sat on my lap and she was just cuddling with me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like, can you stay this age forever and never stop cuddling with me? Because it's 8 years old, like 5, you're like, okay, she's gonna be 5 forever. This is great. 8, it's like, oh man, she's so close to 10, and 10 is like so close to the teens. Oh man, it's tough. Anyway,
I have boys, so we just arm wrestle and make fun of each other and fart, burp.
My first is a boy. He's 21 now. And to my shame, the other day I made a really funny poop joke, and he just rolled his eyes at me. I'm like, dude, what? This is bathroom humor. It's our bread and butter, is man.
That was funny.
You kidding me? Oh my gosh. No, he's a great kid.
Shameful.
He's just too good. Like he's put together. Like he eats really healthy and he works out every day. He works at a knife shop and he loves knives. So he's just like he's got it together. I did not have it together at his age.
Right.
Anywho,
isn't there a verse that says like train him in the way he should go? Or something, and clearly, you failed.
Yeah,
he's rolling his eyes at your fart jokes.
I failed big time. He's godly. He's manly. He's serious about life. Like, what the heck where did I go wrong?
You really messed it up.
I've decided on my name, by the way.
Oh, what's your name?
Bert.
Bert.
Oh,
I love it. Bert with an E or an E or a T or E or a U. Sorry,
a U. Just Bert.
Bert. Do you have a last name, Bert?
No, just Bert.
Just Bert. Do you have a vigilante name, or are you just always known as Bert?
The Bert is my vigilante name.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Bert. You don't change it. You're not like Clark Kent, Superman. You're like, I'm Bert. Mask on. I'm the Bert.
It's the Bert. Yeah.
So far we've got Ajax.
Look, my guy can't talk. He's got to be.
I think Bert should just be like he should be kind of like just a regular kind of like an everyday guy, except he's like super and can bamf around and stuff. And then my guy should be too serious about who he is, and like he's like, yes, I'm Ajax. Like, and thinks he's just like better than everybody, but he's not.
You're like Groot, just I am Ajax.
Yeah, but he's not very smart, so he's kind of a little bit like Drax a little bit. Like thinks he's like invincible and all this stuff. I think that'd be pretty funny.
Your IQ is 100.
That's average, isn't it? Is that average?
It's around.
I've never done the IQ test because I don't want to embarrass people.
Yeah.
I've never done it because I want to embarrass myself.
Well, myself is a people.
I know I'm not as smart as I think I am, so I don't want to do it.
Mainly, I don't want to embarrass my family, my children.
Right. Okay, so we've got Ajax.
IQ is 100. Yeah. All right.
Not super bad.
Yeah.
Mutz's IQ is 210.
Wow.
He has a very, very high IQ. He knows a lot of stuff. He's very knowledgeable.
Is it like useless information though? Like
unless
little like DIY things and
unless the supernatural and the paranormal is real, absolutely useless. But it turns out it might be real. So he also knows. He's also anthropology, archaeology, botany.
He was literally just looking at a book and was just picking things.
No, I picked all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because he told me, he's like, I want to be PhD level. Like, I want to be like very smart and old and frail. The problem is hard, as easy as it sounds to make someone frail. When you're a mutant animal, like you get certain bonuses, like so physical prowess. So we'll really quickly run through this, Mark, for your sake. We did it last week. So in D&D, there's like strength, dexterity, constitution. There's like the 6 attributes. In this game, you have 8 that define your mental and physical capabilities. You have IQ, which is your obviously IQ. You have mental endurance. That's how good you are at standing up against like insanity or horror, like if being scared, or like psionic, like psychic abilities, right? Mental endurance, ME. Then you've got MA, which is mental affinity. That's how well you're able to charm or impress somebody. Sorry. Is it odd? Anyway, mental affinity is kind of like how much sway you hold over someone, whether it's whether you're trying to make them impressed or scared of you, right? You have physical strength, you have physical prowess, which is your agility. That's how good you are with hand-to-hand weapons, with lock picks, stuff like that, right? Then you've got physical endurance. That's how much damage your body can take.
I imagine my bare paws make the lock picking difficult.
You have full human hands.
Between my bare paws and Dan's hooves.
You have very
physical hands. I have real hands.
Your physical prowess is
I'm a bear with man hands.
Very high. Because I'm modeling you after Nightcrawler. They picked a bear for you, but I'm still modeling you after Nightcrawler. So I gave you I gave you supernatural physical prowess. So you are. I looked up Nightcrawler's superpowers, and I gave you all those.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
Stop me, Dan.
So you got physical prowess, and your agility. You've got physical endurance, which is how much damage you can take, how much, like if you're about to die, like can you come back from that, stuff like that. Then you've got speed, physical beauty, which is self-explanatory, and speed, how fast you are. So those are your 8 attributes.
How high is my physical beauty? Do I have high physical beauty?
No, you do not have none of you guys high physical beauty.
Have you looked at what an Asian black bear looks like? There.
Oh, I should be high physical beauty. Like horses are very vain animals.
You two have the same physical beauty, 11. But it's not bad. You get no negatives. It's just you don't get any positive. You don't get any bonuses either.
So if Dan's character breaks his leg, do we get to kill him?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can affix him to an ATV.
Just like real life.
By the way, you guys have 11 PB physical beauty, but Mud only has 8, so you're good to go.
I feel like it should be way lower.
8 is really low, dude. It's at you almost get a penalty. Like at 7, you get a penalty. At 8, you don't have a penalty, but you're pretty bad looking. You're
okay.
Yeah, no one's gonna look at you and go, "Is he average or good looking?" No, it's the other way. So that's where, I don't know. That's where.
All right. Hey, I was looking while you're talking. I was thinking about names for Mutt.
Yeah.
All right, and I have a couple.
Okay, hit me.
All right. So I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm gonna press the button to like make the computer pronounce it. Let's see if it. Hold on 1 second.
Bruxo.
Yeah, and it's a Portuguese name meaning magician.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. And
then I like that. How do you spell that?
Bruxo. Bruxo.
Oh, okay. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. There's a Kasim, Kesem, is a Hebrew origin meaning magic.
Okay.
Kasim is good. And
wait, Azim, like from Robin Hood?
Kesem. I mean, maybe. And then Woden is a Norse origin, the name of the god of magic.
Yeah.
You guys want to hold on to these 3 and give him the choice?
Yeah, let's let him have a choice.
Okay.
Those are cool though. I feel like we should give him 3 bad ones.
Yeah.
And then he'll make him choose, and then we'll be like, psych, these are the ones.
Okay. Oh yeah. You got 3 bad ones you can give me?
There's one it's Alvin, is an Old English origin.
He's probably gonna pick Alvin.
One of the magical baby names for a friend of the elf. It's a magic or for a friend of the elves is what it means. And then I don't know how you say this. Gwydin, Gwydin, the Welsh name.
Wait, GWY what?
Dion.
D-I.
Guyton? Is that what you said?
Gwydin?
Gwydion.
Joe Gwydon?
Gwydion. God of magic and enhancement.
All right.
And then there's one. It's a Hindi word, and it's for magic, and it's Jadoo.
How do you spell that?
Jadoo. Jadoo. Oh, there's so many more. There's a bunch. I didn't.
I love Jadoo.
Let's see if there's any other good ones. Hold on. They keep going.
That's one I came up with was Eichel Jackson. So I like yours.
Jadoo Jackson.
Jadoo Jackson.
Blyant. Blaint. Bliant. Blaint. That's a terrible name.
Blaint. Oh yeah, that's awful.
How do you say this? ERRAPEL. Arapel?
I would say Arapel.
Let's put. We should do that. Arapel. That's a terrible name. Put that in.
That's so many problems are going to come from that one.
Yeah. There's also just Ken, like Ken.
Okay.
Arapel. It means it's Israeli for a divine healer. Oh man, Granus. Grannus. We can call him Granus.
Oh my gosh! Can we not give him a choice and just go with that?
Go with Granus.
Grannus.
Grannus. Oh, and Wong. Wong means God who has the power of healing.
Ooh.
Wong, I like it. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a good list of bad names.
Because he's Wong and he's strong.
And then we can toss those 3 good names at him, and then
cool.
I say we make him pick from the bad names, and then we say, okay, you picked from the bad names. You can either pick that name or one of these 3 good names.
I like Bruxo and Kasim.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Bruxo
is a good name.
Yeah, I like Bruxo.
Hey, it's Bruxo. Hey. Give me old Bruxo.
All right.
So okay, that's a good start for Mutt's name. I think he's got a good list of things to choose from. So I don't know. Dan, were you here when I said what you're a security bouncer at the KO Corral? Yeah, you were.
I did. Yeah, at the KO.
So that's your profession right now.
Okay.
The KO Corral is owned by a notorious bombastic mutant frog named Mr. Vance Kyver. And he is very amicable to mutants. It's the only bar in town that is overtly pro-mutant. It's been years and years and years since mutants came on the scene, but it's the regular humans are taking their time getting used to you guys, right? So Vance Kyver, he's got a soft spot for people like you guys. Six's character, which is named Bert or the Bert, Bert by day, the Bert by night. He is actually the prize fighter at this amateur fighting establishment.
Yes.
So you guys see the is it X-Men?
I think that's what you're going to talk about. Yep.
The Wolverine where he's fighting in the cage.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a similar environment.
By the way, I updated my profile picture to properly reflect my new character.
Oh, on roll 20.
On roll 20.
Okay. Oh, I like it. I see it. It's pretty funny.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, dude, that's great.
There he is.
Oh, it's so cute.
With
There's
red, it's perfect.
Got all blue and red.
The bird.
So the KO Corral is similar vibe, but with a Western theme. So Ajax has to dress up like kind of a cross between Clint Eastwood in any Clint Eastwood movie and Clint Eastwood's horse in any Clint Eastwood movie.
I'm a cowboy and the horse.
You're a cowboy and a horse, and you guard the door, and no one gives you crap, dude, because you are super power. Like you are so strong.
You ever seen a horse kick somebody?
Yeah, I have
Just
never
like
seen that,
just
but
like
I know
if Dan
people die
kicked you.
from it.
Yeah.
And okay, so that's you guys. That's your profession. Mellow Flash is my NPC, unless we get any chat tonight, which I don't think we will.
Mellow Flash.
Mellow Flash. His name is Melvin O'Flashman. He is a mutant sloth, and you weren't here for it, so I'll tell it again. He was crossing the road way too slow because he's a sloth, and he got run over by a Vespa, and now he's a paraplegic and in a zippy little motorized wheelchair. His name is Melvin O'Flashman. They call him Mellow Flash because he's super mellow.
I like it.
And so that's our little. That's us three. And then Mutt's character he's actually an erudite. Like he's like a brainy guy. He hangs out at the KO Corral. He sits there. He drinks while he's doing his studies, and he's got like a corner booth that's like all reserved for him. Mr. Vance Kyver, he's known Mutt's character for a long time. He has that booth just kind of reserved for him. So he's got his voluminous tomes just on the tables. Like every night he's just sitting there sipping whiskey and studying.
Reading big books, yeah.
Reading big books. And you guys, he's actually used you guys. He's hired you to help him on like Indiana Jones type little excavations around Seattle in the past.
Okay.
So he'll give you guys a little bit of Skrilla, a little bit of cash, and you'll just basically run, the Burt. And Ajax. Ajax, you'll kind of be like security for the mission.
Okay.
And then the Burt is real good at by the way, the Burt, your past is very criminal.
Ooh.
Before you came to the faith, before you became a Catholic, you were heavily involved in the criminal underworld of Seattle.
So I'm probably still involved in the underworld.
Well, you still know people. You know people. You got connections.
You're the fixer, man.
Got my Catholic connections.
But you've taken a vow of silence.
Ooh.
And
so I don't snitch.
You don't snitch, and that's why they let you out. They let you out because you took a vow of silence.
Physically, I can't snitch.
You just can't do it. And so, but you have all those skills still. So you'll use, as long as no one's getting hurt, you'll use those skills. Your teleportation, you're hiding in the darkness, and all those stuff. You'll use that to help out Mr. Whatever Met's character's name is going to be, and so that's where we're at. And so we got an hour left, less than an hour. I have a few things for you guys to actually kind of make decisions for you to make. One of them is your alignment. Have you guys heard of alignment in role-playing games?
Is it good or evil?
Yeah, basically, but there's shades, right? So like in D&D you've got good, neutral, and evil. But then you have three phases. So in good you've got lawful good, which is like paladins, like holy warriors, They're just their adherence to the rules is basically
it'd be really like Captain America.
Yeah. Then you've got neutral good, and you've got chaotic good. Then neutral, you have the same thing. You have lawful, chaotic, and neutral. Same thing with evil. In Rifts, there's a lot of alignments. There's more. And they give you kind of all these really long descriptions of them. Then they give you what the character will do and won't do. I wanted to kind of make it easier for you guys. So we have 6 choices for alignment.
Okay.
We have Superman, Batman, Star-Lord, Constantine, Punisher, and Spawn. Those are your alignments. So Superman, forget about Zack Snyder, okay? Go back to the comics.
Yeah, okay.
And forget about Injustice.
You're Superman on both ends of the spectrum. So.
Right. Yeah. That'd be funny to have 7. You have Superman, then you have Snyder's Superman.
Yeah, at the very end.
No, and you know, in Zack Snyder's defense, the way he set it up, Superman didn't have any other choice. But that's only because Zack Snyder set it up that way.
He's a cruel god.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the destroying buildings, but when it comes to snapping Zod's neck, like Superman didn't have a choice. Like Zod was going to just kill the entire planet. So yeah. I get that. But like going back, go to Injustice. Like that's not the Superman we want, where he's punching a hole through Joker. Okay, Superman doesn't kill people. Period. He doesn't hurt people. Period. Like if you're a normal person, Superman is not going to hurt you. He's going to put you in jail. So you got Superman, you got Batman. He will kill or not kill. He will hurt. He will break the law frequently, but he has like a moral code. Obviously, he follows that, and that moral code includes: I'm not going to kill people. I'm not going to torture like for fun. You know, that kind of thing. You got Star-Lord. He's kind of like the Han Solo, right? I could have picked Han Solo, but I wanted to go with comic characters.
Okay.
You got Star-Lord, who is kind of like a, every man for himself kind of guy, but he's honorable, and he has this like abiding like care for people that he fights against. Like Han Solo's like that, like he doesn't want to care about you, but he's a good person.
But he kind of does, yeah,
on the inside, and so he acts on that. Then you got Constantine. He cares about you, but doesn't really care that he cares about you for the most part. He'll break.
He does it because that's what's right, but not because he actually gives a crap.
Right, and he does, and he'll there's no like the law means nothing to John Constantine. He has a lot of good in him, but he's very, very corrupted. Right. Then you've got Punisher, who's got this super warped sense of morality, where I mean he'll just like kill on the drop at the drop of a hat, like no problem. Then you got Spawn, who will torture.
Basically the devil.
Right. I mean, Punisher he doesn't like torture for fun kind of a thing. But Spawn, he'll go there. Like turning a racist white judge into a black guy so that the racists in the town lynch you. That's gratuitous.
Pretty messed up.
I remember the Thomas Jane Punisher tortured a guy with a popsicle.
Did he?
Did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
that was a great movie.
No one appreciates that movie as much as
I like
should.
that movie.
I haven't watched it, but I will, based on your.
Oh, that was very good.
It's probably my favorite Punisher.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
Did you guys see the Netflix Punisher?
I liked it.
I mean, it was. I think there was good aspects of it, but I just got tired of it.
I thought it was slow.
Yeah.
When I started doing Punisher stuff, I really liked it.
Yeah.
So I haven't read a lot of Punisher comics, but I did, like, when I watched Daredevil, the first season, I was like, okay, I'm along for whatever Netflix does with Marvel, because that first season was probably the best piece of, in my opinion, it's the best piece of superhero from comic.
Daredevil?
Daredevil.
Yeah.
From comic to screen, it's the best. There's just nothing as, in my opinion, and I know this can be debated, there's nothing as good as Daredevil season 1. It was
definitely good.
It was very good.
I'm rewatching it now, and it gives me chills. It's so good. Charlie Cox as Daredevil is just so. Do that hallway fight scene. I mean, it kills me the whole season. So I bought into a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have because of that season. Like I actually like Defenders.
We enjoyed watching all those. Iron Fist was a chore to get through.
I even liked Iron Fist. I liked everything.
I had a hard time with that one.
Because of Daredevil season 1, I bought in. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get through the rough stuff because I think that they're going a good place with this. And then Disney was like, no more Netflix stuff. And I'm like,
yeah. I liked I liked all the Daredevil seasons. I actually really like the third one a lot.
Yeah. All
that one doesn't get enough love. But
I don't know if did I watch the third one?
Did you had Bullseye in it?
The third. Did I watch that? Maybe I didn't even watch it.
The third one was good. They didn't advertise it much because Disney was starting to take over, and they didn't want them hyping up that much.
Yeah. Anyway,
third season was really good, and Luke Cage season 2 I really liked. Season 1 I hated. And then,
I watched some of season 2. Yeah,
season 2 was good. I liked the first Jessica Jones season. I didn't mind the second one as much, and third one I couldn't get past the first episode.
So the third season?
There was,
I don't remember season 3. I like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past the first episode of the third season. But
what was your opinion of her friend who kind of goes from news person celebrity to?
She was obnoxious from start to finish. I could not stand her.
Oh, I did watch the second one with Nuke.
Yeah, Nuke.
Yeah. That wasn't too bad. I liked that.
I
thought that character was pretty good.
Yeah, it was fine.
I thought it was kind of like an interesting like they were trying to include stuff like Easter egg stuff, the speedster that's I think in season 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2.
Whizzer, is that his name?
Whizzer, yeah.
Whizzer.
Yeah, and like he's got like a pet weasel or ferret or something.
Wait, was that 2 or was that 3? Was that 2?
All that
2.
I think it was.
Yeah.
All that ties into the comic, and I like that they were trying to like. The writers were like, okay, let's try and hang on to some of this stuff. They're not letting us bring it over, but for word, but let's like give some stuff to the fans. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And I loved freaking is it David Tennant?
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, that dude was
the Purple
brilliant.
Man.
Yeah,
friggin' brilliant. I mean, such a good villain that I was like, don't kill him. Oh, okay, you killed him. All right. No, that he was so good in that role. They should have kept him forever. They should have like put him on ice or something, like put him out of commission, and then he comes back because he is. I mean, he's a better villain than most of the Marvel films have.
It's not hard to do.
No, not hard to do. But like the movie should look at at like Daredevil's all the seasons and look at Jessica Jones season 1. Forget about Iron Fist, I guess. I liked Iron Fist because I was in, but I know that it's because I was in. I know that I was like, okay, I'm gonna fanboy this.
I know the second season started to get a little better, but I didn't get through it because I think I saw the trailers were like, oh, he loses his powers. Like I had the whole first season, he didn't have his powers. I had to go through another season of him with no powers. Like it's
I know, right?
I don't know if I watched. I don't remember watching the second season of that.
Yeah, I see the flaws in it and Defenders as well, but like I said, I decided to fanboy through it. Like usually I don't do that, but I
like Defenders. It was fine
because of Daredevil season 1. I'm like, I'm gonna give them like a few years to get this going, and unfortunately, it didn't make it past a few years. That was it.
I just want all those on Blu-ray, and you can't get most of the second seasons on Blu-ray.
Oh,
really? Huh.
Yeah, they I don't know if they're ever planning. Like they made Daredevil 1 and 2. They put like the first season of Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist, but after that they didn't do any more Blu-ray releases for
too bad.
Which annoys me because I have all the MCU stuff up to Endgame, just like on Blu-ray. I have like most of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. seasons and trying to get it all, but Netflix is messing me up.
Man,
it's the collector in me. I got to get all the Blu-rays, all the things.
Excuse me. Okay, so let's hit back. We got 40 minutes. For you guys, we're gonna pick Mutt's alignment as well. But for you guys, let's start with Dan. Superman, right. Batman, Star-Lord, Constantine, Punisher, Spawn.
I'm gonna go with Star-Lord because I think my character is gonna be like he's kind of he's kind of on that the bad guy side of the law. Like he's not always doing everything by the book, but he's strong and he knows he's strong and he wants to kind of be liked. He's not the smartest guy, but he wants to be kind of he wants to be liked. So he does things for people. Maybe he's probably not the wealthiest guy either, so he kind of is maybe a little bit Robin Hood. I don't know.
Right. Okay, so the difference, so just real quick, the main difference, there's lots of differences, but the kind of like character defining difference between Star-Lord and Constantine is going to be your willingness to kill people. Like Constantine will kill people.
Ooh, maybe
Star-Lord will not kill people.
Maybe I should be Constantine because my guy's kind of like the heavy in the group.
Right. It's not hard and fast. Like you don't have to be Star-Lord or be Constantine.
Yeah,
it's just kind of your general moral where you're at.
I think let's go to Constantine. I feel like he should probably be a little bit more willing to, to kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It'll be, it's not like you're not like going out there just like, yeah, I don't mind. I'll kill a bunch of people. Like Constantine doesn't want it. He wants to save lives. Like,
right.
He there's good in him. He's just so weighed down with all the bad.
Right. I hear you. Yeah.
But yeah. So, okay. So Mark.
See, I'm torn. I'm torn.
Okay.
I want to go the Nightcrawler route and have him be very, very good.
Right.
But I also just want to be throw a wrench in everything throughout this whole thing and just be Spawn.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go Superman.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right.
Oh my gosh! Did not expect that.
This is going to be difficult for me because I want to do Spawn.
Dude, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so you guys probably haven't heard this term because you're not in like the zeitgeist of tabletops.
Right.
There's a term, murder hobo. Have you heard that? Murder hobo?
No, but it sounds awesome.
I've heard a hobo with a shotgun.
I think it started with D&D, but it's just like tabletop RPGs in general. There are players who just want to be murder hobos. They're just characters. They exist to like roam around the land, killing whoever they want for whatever reason. And most people who play RPGs are murder hobos. They just want to
I'm a healer hobo.
So, dude, you're like the absolute opposite. Dan's already way better than most players as Constantine, because most players would be not Spawn. They would
be. How disappointed he is when you told him that.
I was like, really better?
I would say Thanos, Darkseid, Malbolgia. Most players are literally just they might like help people. Like you go into town, you go into the tavern. Like, hey, does anyone need any help in town? The tavern keep is like, yeah, the widow down the street. She needs help finding who killed her husband. Like, oh, let's help the widow. Great. And then they talk to the widow, and they go to try and find whoever killed the widow. And they kill 1,000 people trying to figure out who killed the widow's husband. Like it does. There's no logic, there's no moral. Even though they know their character's like alignment, they'll just go against it. And in D&D, there's penalties. Like you'll get demoted. Your alignment will go down. And like if you're a paladin, you actually can't stay a paladin, because a paladin is a holy knight, stuff like that. In Rifts, I toyed with the idea of removing alignment altogether because it's so complicated and it's so restricting. But I thought, if I just give you guys superheroes and let you pick like the one that you're most like, that won't be as bad. So if Mark, if you wanna just freaking be, like super good and not kill people, then awesome. And you don't have to. Your powers kind of allow for you to be a good guy. Like Macho's, his main thing is like guns and punching people.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
Right. Exactly like real life.
Like real life.
But you've got teleportation, you got hide in shadows. Your usefulness to the team goes far beyond your melee fighting capabilities, So anyway, Superman's good. So now we got to pick for by the way, you guys have till the end of the stream to change your alignment. Okay. But now we're going to Mutt, and we're going to pick his alignment. So we'll go back to is he Superman, Batman, Star-Lord, Constantine, Punisher, Spawn?
I feel like he would, out of all of everybody, would be like the goodest because he's the most learned man.
But at 72, he's also the most grizzled.
He's learned just how horrible the world is.
Right, and the most jaded. So the quick example, for me, I was much more laid back in my 20s. Now, when I get on the freeway, everyone on the freeway is Satan. Every single person on the freeway is the literal devil. Every person. If you're in the passing lane and you're going 60, I want to kill you. I want to murder you. I want to tear your head off and throw it to the coyotes and
I'm
the
still
javelinas.
gonna clip this later and just make
Whatever's
videos
in
of Cal saying horrible
right.
things.
Whatever's in the desert. I mean, coming back from my wife's work, like, and you guys have to understand, I drive in the morning. I drive my daughter and my wife to Scottsdale from where we are in North Phoenix, which is 20 minutes. Then I drive from North Phoenix or from Scottsdale to Tempe, which is another 20 minutes in downtown on the freeway. Then in downtown, then I drive. But first, I drive my son to his job at Medford Knives, which is like 15 minutes away. And then later in the day, I reverse all of that. I'm just driving all the time.
Oh man!
Talk amongst yourselves. I have someone at the door. Hold on one second.
Okay. Who do you think's at Cal's door?
His pastor. He's watching the stream and he's very disappointed.
No, because he just heard Cal say something about being.
He's like, you just went on an hour rant about how Christian you boys are, and then you're playing Dungeons and Dragons and you're saying you want to kill people.
I heard that you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And I also heard that you think people are Satan on the road.
I heard that you thought that.
The devil does not drive a car.
No.
Mr. Jameson.
Get back. I'm back. Sorry.
Yes.
What are you guys saying? I'm really interested.
Who was it?
One of my daughter's friends. She has friends on the street that just come over and like, can they, play?
We predicted it was your pastor.
We thought it was your pastor, yeah.
When he was watching the stream and was very disappointed in you.
That would have been quick. That would have been a quick response time. I mean, he probably doesn't live too far away, but that would have been like superhuman response.
You hopped on, he heard the words Dungeons and Dragons and got in his car. That's enough of this.
No, I don't want to kill. I'm joking. I don't want to kill people, but like
he's nervous. His pastor's watching now.
Get out of the way. When you're in this is a passing lane. Just get out. Anyway. So whatever. So my point is, like, I've gotten more grizzled as I get older and more like and less patient with people. So Mutt's character could be going either way. He could be like more caring about people, or he could just be like, man, people suck. So it's a tough decision. But you guys get to pick. You guys get to hash it out.
Well, look, we've got a good guy. We've got a middle guy.
So you're going to be full on good guy, right?
Yeah, sadly.
Okay. Well, then, I mean, I guess he needs to be.
We need a Raphael.
We do need a Raphael.
Now, that's a good point. Is Raphael like? I haven't read the TMNT series very far, but I have that graphic novel that the movie was based on, where like Raph gets like, totally like anti-hero for a little bit, based on the original movies, based on that graphic novel, and it is phenomenal writing. Do you guys have that? It is so good.
No,
I don't actually own any Turtles comics.
So
I don't think I do either.
This is from before the animated series. So they all had just red bandana, red headband.
Like Eastman, whatever.
And the original movie is based very, very heavily on that graphic novel. So Raphael gets super angsty, but he doesn't like kill anybody. Like he's like Batman level, I guess. Well,
look, I'm gonna go ahead and say Mutt is probably closer to. Look, we'll be a good guy team. He's probably between Macho and me.
Yeah, I think maybe he's Star-Lord. That's what I kind of thought.
Okay.
He's gonna hop on and be like, "I want to be Spawn."
Yeah, right. I don't think he will. I think he's gonna be pretty content not being Spawn. Like I
also like the idea that I can tell him I'm gooder than him.
Yeah.
Now, okay, one thing to remember is even Star-Lord or Superman without his powers in a warlike environment, you're gonna do what you have to do.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean you can never kill somebody. Like if it's your like the lives of everyone in the bank, or the life of the bank robber, the bank robber is gonna die, and that's a good thing. Like that is morally good because you're saving a lot of lives. You're killing one person to save a lot of lives. So
I've been imagining my character kind of as, what's his name? In Thor Ragnarok, what's his name? I can't think of it for the life of me now. Where he's like, behold, all my stuff. What's his name? He has like machine guns, but he like has all this armor on, and he's kind of like, ultimately he always does the right thing.
Oh, the dude with the guns, right?
Yeah, but he like shoots the machine guns.
Yeah, what the heck is that guy's name?
Oh man, I can't think of his name. Anyway,
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, he's the guy that Carl Urban played him, right?
Carl Urban played him. He's like, I just remember he is at.
Oh yes.
And he's like, behold my stuff, and it's like stuff he collected from Earth, and but it's like in Asgard. It's really funny,
right?
And like I imagine my character kind of like that. Like he's not the brightest, but he's sort of lovable, and he's also just like ultra dangerous, And so he'll kill and he'll like freaking unload guns and stuff like that. But if you're on his side, like you should count yourself lucky because he'll like. To his enemies, he's like ruthless. That's how.
I like that.
I'm a little bit more quicker to kill than these other two fools. I'm the.
So you're Constantine. We're going Constantine.
Yeah, they point me at the danger, and I'll start shooting machine guns.
So it's Superman, Batman, Star-Lord, Constantine, Punisher, Spawn.
Yep. Wow, good memory.
100 IQ.
Sure, just name it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Mutt is gonna be Star-Lord.
Okay. Yeah. Let's lock that in. Dude, I am so bummed that no one showed up in chat. I mean, what is wrong with us that usually we have one person at least. Maybe this is a bad idea on my part. I honestly thought
we lost them before we started doing this.
Yeah, no, it was before this. Don't even worry about that.
I thought, we got two people. Maybe like adding a new element will bring a couple more people in. And dude, I don't know. It's so disappointing. But I'll tell you this. I'm working for the church for 8 weeks, so that's an extra income. And if you guys didn't know, you guys and anyone watching, worship leaders are so well paid at part-time. Once they go to full-time, they're basically hobos.
Wow.
Murder hobos.
Yeah,
murder hobos. Yeah.
If you get hired at a church as a worship pastor, your salary is comparable to like a teacher, which isn't awful, but it's not great either.
You get off though.
Yeah, right. But when you're part-time, I mean, dude, I pick a set, I rehearse the band on Thursday, I go Sunday morning, and I'm making so much money. compared to other people who have to work so much longer to make that money. Yeah. So thank God. So part-time is awesome as a worship leader. Full-time is awful. But part-time is great. So for 8 weeks I have like minimal time commitment with a good amount of money coming in. I'm gonna do what was my point of saying that? StreamYard. I'm gonna do it StreamYard, like the $25 thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, what were you guys saying though? There's the reason why I said all that stuff.
We lost our viewers, and you want to get them back.
Yeah.
I want you back.
He sounded really like he's like, yeah.
I was really excited about it for a minute, but anyway, my point is, I'm okay spending some money to like try and build an audience,
So, and we need to. I think what we need to do is
we could also cut the stream now and then discuss
Yeah,
our
we
evil
did.
plans.
All right, yeah, let's
Right.
finish this up. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, okay, no. So the last thing I want you guys to do. This might be fun. If it's not, we can cut the stream. We can do it later. I want you to pick your equipment. Okay, I've been spending, like I said on in our private messages, spent like a week creating a character sheet. I'm not saying like filling a character sheet. I made my own character sheet for this game.
Well, yeah, you were geeking out about that.
And the reason I'm geeking out is because
Nerd.
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 I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna go
Look at us. Just a couple of goons.
stop screen. I'm gonna go share.
And Ninja Turtles.
Bunch of goons.
And I'm going to go to this. Okay. So this is the character sheet I've been creating all week.
Wow, look at that.
It is, starts out. So Ajax, this is your character sheet so far.
Cool.
So when you're looking, I'm just going to say this. When you're looking for character sheets online, some people have done a lot of work to make some cool character sheets, but none of them are perfect. They all lack in some area. Okay.
But you've cracked the formula.
For myself. Now, for other people, this might not be perfect, but we've got 5 pages. That's a lot of pages for a character sheet.
That is so many pages.
So page 1, you've got your basic stuff. Your name, your alias if you have one, your race, and your job. Right here, you can click and you can upload a picture. So we're going to have, avatars for ourselves. You got the basic, like the 8 attributes I went through, your age, sex, level, stuff like that. Then you've got your skills. Okay. This is all the stuff you know.
Okay.
You don't know a lot,
Algebra,
Ajax.
history,
I'm probably not very good at climbing.
You actually have a decent climbing skill for being a horse.
As far as horses go, I'm tops.
He's got grappling hooves.
Yeah.
You got page 2. This is your role-playing information. So like, your if you have insanities, OCDs, phobias, you got whatever, disposition, your faith, if you worship superstitions, education, you got career goals, anything else about yourself, got your backstory and a physical description. Okay, we'll get all that filled in. You've got combat. I really spent a lot of time on this page. This page makes me happy. There's a lot of red, a lot of yellow. But I got all the different kinds of attacks. No character sheet has all of these attacks because not everyone has them all, depending on your martial arts skill. But what I did is I added a checkbox. See that?
That
you can check the box. So if you don't have a backhand, everyone can backhand. If you don't have a karate backhand, then you don't check it. No big deal. If you don't have a death blow, you just don't check it. Okay?
Oh, I have a death blow, 100%.
You don't. That's okay. Then you got your weapons. What are you proficient in? You got your ancient, so your swords, knives, chains, blah, blah, blah. Modern, you got guns, blah, blah, blah. Saving throws. Saving throws in RPGs, by the way, you guys are like you're being initiated. So saving throws are, the word throw means you're throwing dice. Okay. Yep. So saving means you're saving yourself. So
like suplex.
Against what do you throw against magic to save yourself? What do you throw against psionic? What do you throw against
are you saying like it has to be a 5?
Yeah, so like for let's just say drugs. Let's say you have to roll a 12 on a 20-sided die. So that's what it's right here. It'll give you your bonus. If you have a high enough skill somewhere that gives you a bonus, and you have a bonus here, it'll be +2. So you roll. What if you roll a 12 and you got a +2, you got 14 and you made it, right?
Yep.
So anyway, then you've got your modern. This is your kind of your inventory when you're out and about. Modern weapons, ancient weapons. So this isn't all the stuff you own. This is just what you've got on your person any given time.
Okay.
Then page 4. Weapons. Yeah. Modern future, like modern covers future basically. Then you've got on this page you've got your your spells and psionics. You're almost never both. You almost never have magic and psychic abilities. It's one or the other. So this is kind of either or. Both of you, I think, have neither nor. But Mutt has some spells. What's that?
I said I'm a simple horseman.
Yeah, you're a very simple horseman. Superpowers, you both have those. So we'll fill that in for you guys. And then last page is natural abilities. So like that's basically because you're a mutant animal. Mutt, you might have like a natural speed because you're a horse.
Can lick yourself.
Mutt has that weird, creepy finger.
Oh.
Yeah, and for Macho. Mutt, the creepy finger thing, that'll go here because that actually is an ability.
Can we just call it creepy finger thing?
Creepy finger.
Yeah. No, I think we lock that in right now. Money and equipment. I got your salary.
Oh, I should have a pretty high salary. I'm a flush horseman.
He
gets to be on a lot of romance novel covers too, so he gets.
I bet.
Cash coming
I'm in all kinds of romance novel covers.
Both of you are paid well at the KO Corral.
Okay.
I mean, we got Macho is the primary, like you're the lead on security.
Yeah.
And 6 is the prize fighter. He's like the main attraction. So you guys are both, you have a decent salary, savings, and we got cash on hand. Then you got your everyday carry. What do you have aside from those weapons that we on the previous page? What do you just got on you at all times? And I have a lot of lines here just in case you like have a lot of stuff in your pockets.
Macho has horseshoes.
Always an extra pair of horseshoes.
Always an extra pair. Then we got other stuff. Like, what do you got at home that matters? Like, you don't have to list all of your stuff, but if you got like a lava lamp and you love it, put that on this list. Then this is where you put all your weapons. So you got your ancient weapons, modern weapons,
and you
if you have armor, and that's it. So that's your character sheet.
Wow.
So
that is incredibly detailed.
Yeah, and I spent a lot of time putting that together. I'm proud of it. And again, I got lost track. I got sidetracked. But what were you guys? I'm going to have you guys pick something. Oh, weapons. Let me go to that page. So you guys have to pick. We're in the 90s. Okay. Macho, your guns are your main thing. So I want you to kind of like think about guns.
Pow, pow.
And I'm going to go to like a gun list in this TMT core book. Hopefully it won't get flagged for this. And then
90s.
Also, I should tell you guys what your weapon proficiencies are. I tried to tailor these to you guys.
Snap bracelet, yeah.
Yeah, snap bracelet.
Snap bracelets are dangerous.
Pogs.
Where did I put?
Mark puts pogs on the eyes of all his victims.
Oh my gosh! I love that. Oh,
and a slammer right on the forehead.
Like a nomen de pogdre.
I'm gonna go up. So you guys, so you can use any weapon. Like if you're like in a room and someone's attacking you, you can grab a weapon if it's nearby. You don't have any bonuses.
Yep.
Can I grab Mutt's finger?
Yeah, absolutely. Tear it right off.
That'd be we should totally keep making jokes about pulling his finger.
And the room gets stinky whenever you do.
That wasn't even where I was going, but that's way better.
Yeah.
He's an old man. He doesn't know.
I'm gonna have nasty horse farts. Y'all ever heard a horse fart? My dad has horses.
No.
It is so loud and disgusting. I'm just telling you, it's real bad.
Is there like a 20% chance of poo coming out when you fart? Is it a horse fart attack?
I mean, probably.
Oh no, we rolled a 20.
Never trust a
roll
horse.
a 20. Roll a 20. I'm gonna drop a big nasty horse fart and like make whoever I'm fighting sick.
That's legitimate. I can't argue with that.
I gotta remember this stuff when we're when we're playing this game, I got to remember these funny like attacks.
Dude, there's so much comedy latent in this group already. So you were gone, but I'll run you through it real quick before we do the weapons stuff. We've got 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So we've got you and Mutt. Mutt's a horse who can run over 100 miles an hour. No, you are. You're a Mutt who can run over 100 miles an hour. Mutt is a little /bat. He's a chimera, so he's an ii with bat wings.
Okay, cool.
But he can't fly. He can glide. So what he does is he can what?
He can fall slowly.
He can. But dude, when you're running like 50 miles an hour, he just has a rope and he just jumps.
Oh, I can tow him.
He catches air. You're flying him like a kite, basically.
I like it.
You guys are running down the streets of Seattle, rain pouring down, and he just jumps up and he's just floating through the city streets.
You guys an old man trait. He falls over slowly.
Yes, and you guys can surveil so easily that way.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Also, 6 can jump up on buildings. He can teleport up onto buildings, and he's fine. But that right there, that little thing, is just it's just comedy gold. Like you've got to keep it going forever. Like you're flying him like a kite. Like that's comedy. That's pure comedy. Also. What was that?
I picture him riding Mutt's back while falling slowly, and he's like farting to give himself extra speed.
Hang on.
He might give us a boost.
Yeah.
And you got 6 who the Bert, who is mute. He's taken a vow of silence, but that's only because he can't talk anyway. Because he's a mutant bear.
Yeah.
So Macho's always blaming his farts on me, and
yeah,
I can't defend myself.
That's super funny.
Everybody thinks it's my superpower.
Oh, Bert. Every time, and they're like, "We heard you fart."
Macho's always like, "Hurry up, use your fart power."
Bert, stink him out.
Right.
Oh, that's perfect.
Good save, Bert.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait to play with you. This is going to be so.
Roll 12, blame it on Bert.
I'll roll back to that in a second because I got a little thing to share. But so you got the Bert who is where was I going with that?
No.
Bert can teleport and fart really well. Yeah. Oh, I know it was you, Bert.
What is wrong with me? Oh, so that's the first part of the comedy. I'm thinking. So there's 2 kind of main elements of comedy, and we'll expand on that because the main thing about role playing games is you have to have fun. So if there's no comedy, you're a loser. I'm sorry. If you're playing and you're just like, gotta keep my character alive, gotta kill the bad guy.
Is that Mutt in the chat?
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Mutt. We weren't even looking anymore.
I know. We stopped looking. I mean, you can come on for the next 10 minutes, Mutt, if you want to jump.
Yeah, dude, do you want to come on for a few minutes?
You and your weird long finger. I'm a freaking kite. Yeah, you are. You're a kite.
He's working. Okay.
We're working too.
The other half of the comedy is the Bert is he has a vow of silence as a Catholic. He's trained to be a priest, right?
Yeah.
He is he can't talk. But the mellow Flash, the mutant sloth that hangs out with you guys in a zippy wheelchair, he can speak ASL. So like Mark, he'll be, or the Bert will be tossing up ASL, but you and Mutt can't read that crap.
Yeah.
But mellow Flash can. But this is how he gets it back to you. Hey. Ooh. The Bert has really important information. Very urgent. And you guys have to be like, Okay, come on. Can you say it faster? And he's like,
Yeah.
I'll speed up. And the thing about the Mellow Flash is he actually has telepathic transmission.
So are you going to be playing the role of the Mellow Flash?
Yeah, Mellow Flash. He can speak to your minds, but he just forgets to do it. So you guys have to remind him. You have to be like, can you stop talking? Speak it to my mind. But then when he speaks to your mind, it's so fast that you can't even understand what he's saying. So it's like, anyway, something else.
This whole thing was all Cal's elaborate plan to get back at Yellow Flash for yelling at him 3 years ago. Take that.
But your character's awesome, dude. Okay, we've chosen alignments tonight. That's your moral code. And our choices were between Superman, Batman, Star-Lord, Constantine, Punisher, Spawn. Mark chose Superman, and Dan chose Constantine. And you're Star-Lord in your morality.
Yep.
So you are you don't kill generally, but you're kind of like a Han Solo type dude. Okay.
Yeah.
You will shoot first if needed.
But his name is Melvin O'Flashman, and his nickname is Mellow Flash because he zips around on his wheelchair, but he's also a sloth.
Yeah.
And he's paraplegic because he got run over by a Vespa. He was walking too slow across the street, and just got totally flattened by a Vespa.
Plot twist: it was Macho in a Vespa.
It's Macho the horse on a Vespa somehow.
He's ready.
You weigh more than a Vespa. You weigh two times more than a Vespa weighs.
I was on 2 Vespas.
One on each side. It is like
I had one for one set of legs, front and back, and one for the other set.
I mean, he's a famous guy. He's got that money from all those romance novels.
He had money, and I was just cruising around on the
living that rock star life, and he's like, look, a sloth. Ooh.
That's how we do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
That's how we roll.
Okay.
Roll 20.
So real quick, we're at 7:54. Macho's got to bolt out of here.
Yep, sure did.
You know
you
what?
Tell he stops yawning towards the end because he's got to go.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick some.
Time to be awake now. Oh my gosh, that power brick is real hot. Sorry.
I'm gonna pick weapons for you guys. We don't have time to pick them all, and I want to be able to play soon-ish.
Get me lots of guns. That's all I really got to worry about.
Yeah, you get lots of guns. You're Macho.
Can you use a gun with his hooves?
I have 2 human arms.
Yeah.
I'm a centaur.
Your weapon proficiencies are heavy.
I like the idea that you're a centaur, but you still have hooves for hands.
Yeah. So you chose the first 3. You chose heavy energy weapons and rail guns.
Yeah.
Also, you have automatic and semi-automatic rifles. You've got a revolver, and then I added a few on your secondary skills. You have energy rifle, energy pistol, submachine gun, and pole arm.
None of these are horse weapons. What is this nonsense?
Well, pole arm. Horses have in horsemanship. Here's the thing.
I figured you have like an oat blaster or something.
Yeah.
Like
There's not skills for people who are a part horse. But in horsemanship, there's an ability. Like if you are riding a horse, you can
good horsemanship.
Have a pole arm, and you get a bonus. You get a bonus to attack with your pole arm. So I added that as one of your abilities.
Do his guns have a kickback? No.
But he's got 4 legs, so he can brace that real good. Whatever. Bert, you've got sword, you got parrots, so you can use 2 weapons. You got pistol, bolt action rifle, knife chain, and then a mutt. Since you're hanging out in chat, you've got writing.
So if we're in a fight and somebody slaps Macho on the rear end really hard, will he just kind of run away?
No,
I'll
be right back.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm back. Don't worry.
do you need to go, man?
I do need to go.
I don't think Cal will be offended. We can fill in for you if you gotta go.
Well, I did want to note real quick that Mutt says that my weakness should be sugar cubes and carrots.
I think we saw that at the same time.
All right, I'm at my limit, and I got to go, guys.
All right, let's stop this stream then. Let's get out of here.
All
All right, everybody have a fantastic night.
Good evening.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, it's grading.